till now we have discussed about the assumptions and everything in the previous lecture about the Terzaghis one-dimensional consolidation theory, and I have explained the significance of this pore pressure distribution, how the excess pore water pressure has been obtained. This is the initial pore water pressure. Up to here we have pore water pressure of value U, no problem. But as we construct the building, means as we give the additional pressure, the entire pressure is taken by water, so we get the excess pore water pressure. So this much is your excess pore water pressure delta U. This excess pore water pressure delta U is reducing with the time, and after infinite time this excess pore water pressure becomes 0 and we get 100% consolidated soil. When excess pore water pressure becomes 0 means your primary consolidation process is completed. Your primary consolidation is completed. Now secondary consolidation will start. Okay, but in this theory we are interested only in the primary consolidation, because plastic readjustment means secondary consolidation has been ignored by Terzaghi in this theory, in this analysis. So here one thing we people should observe, here the distribution, if I talk about at this time, what is the distribution here? The distribution is something like parabolic. If I talk about this pore pressure distribution U, if I talk about this pore pressure distribution U, excess pore pressure distribution actually, so this pore pressure is changing on two different axes. First, it is changing with respect to time, and second, it is changing with respect to depth also. It is changing, you know, at t equal to 0, this type of distribution we have. Then at t greater than 0, less than infinite, this type of pore pressure distribution we have, and after infinite time we have this type of distribution. Means it is related to time as well as it is related to depth. So your pore pressure is changing with respect to two values, one is time, second is depth. Here also you can observe at different depth we are measuring the pore pressure at different times also. So from here Terzaghi sir has given one equation, he has derived a big equation and given us the statement rate of change of pore water pressure partial U by partial T, rate of change of pore water pressure with respect to time is directly proportional to rate of change of pore water pressure with respect to depth, but with the second order. Okay, so the rate of change of pore water pressure with respect to time is directly proportional to rate of change of pore water pressure with respect to depth with the second degree. So here one thing we can do, we can remove the coefficient of, and we can remove this proportionality sign, and we can use one coefficient partial U by partial T is equal to CV partial U by partial Z2, This CV is called coefficient of consolidation. Okay, so this is the expression of Terzaghi one-dimensional consolidation theory. This is the result actually, I can say, where CV is called coefficient of consolidation, its unit may be in centimeter square per second or meter square per second. This CV is equal to, it depends upon the property of material, it depends upon the coefficient of permeability, it depends upon the void ratio, initial void ratio of the soil, it depends upon the compressibility. This is the AV, what is the meaning? Coefficient of compressibility, and it depends the density of fluid which is flowing through the soil, means density of water. So CV is the coefficient of consolidation, its unit you know in centimeter square per second or meter square per second. From here also you can determine the units. What is the unit of water? Kilonewton per meter cube. Unit of permeability K, meter per second. Unit of this AV, meter square per kilonewton. So from here the unit will become meter per second, meter square per second. So this CV, as we can write, CV is equal to K into 1 plus E naught divided by AV into gamma W. This can be written as K divided by AV divided by 1 plus E naught into gamma W. This CV can be written as K divided by AV divided by 1 plus E naught can be written as MV into gamma W. So this is very important equation of CV. The unit will be meter square per second or centimeter square per second. Very important equation where MV is called coefficient of volume compressibility. Coefficient of volume compressibility. Can you tell me what is the unit of MV? We'll write the unit of MV, don't worry. So here MV, let me explain. MV is equal to AV divided by 1 plus E naught. So can I write this AV will be equal to, what is AV? Change in void ratio divided by change in effective stress. And this term 1 plus E naught. So here I have kept the value of AV. So finally the expression of MV, we have delta E divided by delta sigma bar into 1 plus E naught. E naught is the initial void ratio of the soil before primary consolidation starts. So this is the expression of coefficient of volume compressibility. Now what is the unit of this volume compressibility? What is the unit of change in void ratio? No unit. What is the unit of E naught? Initial void ratio? Unitless. What is the unit of change in effective stress? Kilonewton per meter square. So here also the unit of MV we have meter square per kilonewton. Whatever the unit of AV we have, the same unit we will be having for MV also. AV means coefficient of compressibility and MV means coefficient of volume compressibility. Here K is the coefficient of permeability. I can write K is the coefficient of permeability. Sometimes it is also called, what is one more name? Hydraulic conductivity. You people should ask me, sir, AV is the coefficient of compressibility. It is clear to me because we people have already discussed about the coefficient of compressibility, because it shows the compressibility of the soil. It shows on changing the or increasing the effective stress, how the effective on increasing the effective stress, how the void ratio decreases. That can be discussed on the basis of AV. It's a unit, I understand, sir, meter square per kilonewton. But why MV is called? Why is MV called volume compressibility? Volume compressibility coefficient. Why is it called volume compressibility coefficient? What is the reason? So let me explain what is happening. If I talk about soil, we are applying the load, the volume of soil is reducing, volume of void is reducing actually, because you people already discussed the volume of soil is made of volume of void plus volume of solid. So if I am telling volume of soil is reducing, means volume of void is reducing. because volume of solid cannot change. It is a constant parameter, constant quantity in the soil. So here I can write change in volume of soil will be equal to change in the volume of voids, because volume of soil cannot change. I can write delta V equal to, you people understand? You people know what is void ratio? Void ratio is equal to volume of void divided by volume of solid. So if I am talking about change in volume of void, volume of solid cannot change, then who will change? This volume of this void ratio will change. So in the place of change in volume of void, can I write change in void ratio into volume of solid? Yes, I can write. Then I know one expression of volume of solids that we have discussed in the first chapter. Volume of solid is equal to total volume divided by 1 plus initial void ratio. So here I can write V divided by 1 plus E naught. So finally I can arrange this and I can write delta V divided by V equal to delta E divided by 1 plus E naught. This is my expression. The same expression, if you remember, we have discussed I think in chapter number 1 for collapsible soils. Here MV, this is the expression of MV. Since we have MV equal to change in void ratio divided by change in effective stress into 1 plus initial void ratio, can I write, therefore in the place of delta E divided by 1 plus E naught, can I write delta V by V? Yes. So here we can write delta V by V divided by delta sigma bar. Means finally I am writing MV equal to something like this: change in volume of soil divided by original volume divided by change in effective stress. This is the expression of MV. In this pattern I can write. What is the meaning of MV? MV shows on increasing the effective stress, how volume of soil is decreasing with respect to its initial volume. Are you getting what I am telling? On increasing the effective stress, how volume of soil is decreasing, or how much amount of volume of soil is decreasing with respect to its initial volume is represented in the terms of coefficient of compressibility, which is called coefficient of volume compressibility, because there is a term of volume. That's why people have given the name to this particular coefficient as coefficient of volume compressibility. Clear? So this is the coefficient of volume compressibility. What is the unit? The unit will be meter square per kilonewton. From here one more expression you can find out, that is compression modulus. I can write E will be equal to 1 by mv. If you write something like this, so E will be equal to 1 by mv. Now what is the unit? What is the unit of mv? Meter square per kilonewton. Then what is the unit of E? It will be your kilonewton per meter square, where E is called compression modulus or modulus of compression. I can write compression modulus or modulus of compression. Clear? So here the entire results in this video I have discussed. If I say this is your expression number A, this expression number A I can write something like this. From expression or equation number A, I can write K equal to CV mv gamma W. I'm 100% sure you people have idea about this expression. This is the direct approach of estimating the coefficient of permeability. If you remember, we people have seen three methods: indirect method, then field method, and something. We have discussed there Lauden's equation, Kozeny-Kármán equation, and we have seen Allen-Hazen equation, Terzaghi equation, and somewhere there we have discussed the consolidation equation. And I promised when I will be discussing consolidation chapter, there I will explain this expression. So this is the expression to estimate the coefficient of permeability, K equal to CV mv gamma w. CV is the coefficient of consolidation, mv is the coefficient of volume compressibility, and gamma w is the unit weight of water, K is the coefficient of permeability. Remember? So there I have discussed. So this is also called consolidation equation. Consolidation equation to find out coefficient of permeability, that already we have seen in chapter number 2, coefficient of permeability. Okay, so this is the discussion and the results of Terzaghi one-dimensional consolidation theory. In my previous lecture, actually this theory I have prepared in two parts, part 1, part 2. You people have seen these videos. So in the part 1 I have discussed all the theory related to consolidation, one-dimensional consolidation given by Terzaghi sir, and in this second video I have taken all the results of this theory. The results we obtained in the form of expression after experimental setup, after experiments. There we observe the pore water pressure distribution depends upon the time as well as the depth. It is changing with respect to time, it is changing with respect to depth. At different depth, at different time, we have different values of pore water pressure. So in the terms of expression, Terzaghi sir has given rate of change of pore water pressure is directly proportional to rate of change of pore water pressure with respect to depth. Here rate of change of pore water pressure with respect to time is directly proportional to rate of change of pore water pressure with respect to depth. And then all the calculation we have done. We have estimated coefficient of consolidation, we have estimated coefficient of volume compressibility, and we have estimated the compression modulus. Clear? So this was the entire analysis of Terzaghi's one-dimensional consolidation theory. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Thank you.